That's the whole point of
trying to match his energy.
Welcome back to the DemFottballGuys podcast. I am your host, Willis, with my co-host, Baba Yaga. Like the music you got playing on this Saturday morning, bro. What is this? Erykah Badu?
Lo-fi. Lo-fi Erykah Badu.
My fault.
Erykah Badu be tough, though. Niggas need to make a whole playlist.
Bro, we could, bro. Damn, I like that. Sunday Fun Day. It's always a Sunday Fun Day with football, man. Week 5, got the bets. FanDuel, right?
Yep.
Yeah, FanDuel. I don't really mess with MGM, but I know Gator does.
I think Gator uses DraftKings.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
nobody should mess with MGM unless you're in Vegas.
Yeah, they had me a couple years ago in DC. It was horrible, but yeah, the Week 5 Thursday night game came and went. That was crazy. That was crazy. I'm speechless. I mean,
I got a lot to say.
The Commanders,
but I ain't gonna say it.
No, I'll say it for you. The Commanders' season's over. Let's just put that out there. DJ Moore coming out game, you know. Justin Fields coming out game. He didn't score a rushing touchdown. He got 33 fantasy points with all touchdown passes. So happy for him. But yeah, that's impressive. Bears got their first win of the season, blowout win. Fire Ron Rivera. But we got the bets. We got a nice schedule. I like the schedule. I told you that Thursday. This schedule coming up, I think you can win a lot of money. The games are pretty straightforward, but when you get to the later games, those 4:00 games, I see why you kind of want to do back-to-back leagues. Those 4:00 games are all games that are going to be close, to me at least. And whereas the 1:00 games are all, I have like clear-cut winners for those.
Okay.
But I guess
I agree.
We could start in London. Yeah, and I wanted to do it differently because I feel like you almost always hit on your player props. So I want you to just I can agree or disagree with you, but I want you to mostly do those. Obviously, I'll input with you, but you're really it's 3 out of 4 times you'll hit your player props, pretty much with you.
I love the sneaky ones. They're the best. The sneaky ones are the ones Vegas don't want you to see.
And those are the ones I don't understand, and I'll never do them, but you always will, and you most likely will hit. So that's why I think you should be doing the player props. I remember last week you did some shit that was 18 yards. I forgot who it was.
Oh. If I had the week 4 bets pulled up, I could tell you right now.
Yeah, it was some good. No, it was Chuba Hubbard, right? Wasn't it?
Chuba Hubbard. It was Chuba Hubbard.
It's like, why would you ever take that bet? I would never do that.
That shit almost seemed so easy. It was speaking to me. It's like, why not take Chuba Hubbard, knowing that Miles Sanders is a hoe at his heart. I also got Chuba Hubbard on my list of props this week. I think
that's insane. That's insane. But London, Sunday 9:30 again. October 8th, we got the Jags versus the Bills. This counts as a Bills home game, by the way, on their schedule, which is crazy. But you got the plus and minus in front of you. I guess you should read it.
We got Jacksonville plus 5.5.
Oh, I can make this bigger. Wow, my fault, Toby.
We got Jacksonville plus 5.5. We got Bills favored to win, minus 240, and we got the over under 48.5. What you thinking, my boy?
I took the money line because I can't keep making y'all lose money. I know they're gonna win the game. I just don't know the spread. I think if you have the opinion for that, you should take that.
So to be honest, funny enough, I'm not gonna tell you take Jags money line. I won't. Can't do it. But I will tell you this: I prefer the Jags plus 5.5 over the Bills money line.
I won't argue.
That sounds uncomfortable, but yeah,
I won't argue it because if you did plus 8 Jets last week, you won bread because Toby told you to do that. The over under, you got an opinion on that?
Shit. Funny enough, I want to say this game should be over 48.5. If by no power, the Bills shouldn't let this be anything less. But the way the Jags play, but the Jags have been in London all week. I think the Bills go out to London, and I low-key think they have to suffer that jet lag. And I want to say this game goes under because of them. But realistically, the Jags rushing defense, the Jags defense altogether, it's nothing to really look forward to. So I think that this game still goes over 48.5, but I could see why I would leave that one alone. The only thing I like about this thing for sure is the plus 5.5.
I agree. I got a couple props down. I don't know if you agree with them. Just two. Like I said, Bills money line, Josh Allen over 1.5 passing TDs, and Calvin Ridley over 4.5 receptions.
Is it Josh Allen over
1.5 TDs? And Calvin Ridley over 4.5 catches.
Ridley, funny enough, I have Ridley over 53.5 yards.
Well, hopefully you catch 5 catches and 55 yards, man. Because I agree with yours. I probably should have wrote that down instead of the 4.5 catches. But
I also have Christian Kirk under 5.5 catches.
Yeah, see, and I saw that prop. I saw 5.5 catches. I said, wow. So they're starting to, I guess, think he's the one now, because 5.5 means he's catching 6 passes.
I think Vegas is trying to catch those who aren't paying attention, because Zay Jones comes back this week. I get it. You come back from injury, you're not going to be the target hog, but this is either going to be Christian Kirk's last time getting over 5 receptions, or Christian Kirk goes out there and he does what a number 2 receiver who's really a number 3 does, and ends up with 4 catches at best.
Right.
6 targets, 4 catches. Christian Kirk goes under 5.5. That's what I got on me.
All right.
I also got ETN over 65.5 rushing yards. The Bills' rushing defense has not really been it. I was checking their numbers against the run, and it's like it's not great.
Average, right?
Yeah, it's like there's a if you go on like CBS, Sports, they actually have something to show you the their numbers against the run, and it's like, if you're looking at here, we got Breece Hall 127 yards, Dalvin Cook 33. We got don't mind the Raiders, not ever going to show you that. We got Brian Robinson 70 yards against the Bills, even in that what was considered a blowout. And we had Devon A-Chain with 8 carries, 101 yards. I say
very leaky.
I say you go out there and you tell ETN go there and get what's yours. I think the Jags really take this game piece by piece by piece. They don't go out there and try to do too much. They don't put the ball. They kind of give Trevor Lawrence some time to, not have the ball in his hand.
Right.
I also got under 6.5 receptions for Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, I think I can agree on that.
We saw him slut out a team last week and only end up with 6 catches.
Yeah, that was weird. When you do that good and then you only need 6 catches, it's like, okay, like, I don't know, but yeah, I agree.
But my last and favorite player props for this week is Kincaid over 3.5 receptions. Kincaid is a hard one to bet on because he's not the number 1 tight end, but he's low-key getting the most targets between him and Knox. He's low-key getting the most reception between him and Knox. And for some reason, the Jaguars are actually pretty leaky to tight ends. I had to look at those numbers too, and I think that's where you find your safest bets. Kincaid gets his 4 receptions in the first half. They kind of focus more on the tight ends because they want to expose the weakness of the Jags. Travis Etienne gets a TD. Stephon Diggs might sneak 1 TD in. I wouldn't put that as a lock, but yeah, that's what we're looking at.
Okay.
I think I'm good off this game.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I don't have anything else to add to that. Ugh.
So the next game we got is the Houston Texans at the Atlanta Falcons. It's the home game for the Falcons, and we got plus 1.5 for the Houston Texans. The Atlanta Falcons are favored at minus 126. And then the over and under is 41.5. They got this game being a really close game. They don't know who's going to win. What you thinking?
So this is a game that I it's probably the only game that I completely stayed away from. I think I told you in Gator that Thursday too. Like Houston and Falcons. It's like I want to pick the Texans because they're a better team, but they're on the road, and like the Falcons low key suck, but like they don't suck. Like if they can do their formula, which is run the ball and play defense, they'll win. But I don't know if they can do. I don't know if they can do that. Like I don't know if the Texans, because the Texans defense is good. I don't know if CJ Stroud's going to be able to play good on the road. Like I just don't know. So I'm mad that I can't give you anything with this. The only thing I can give you though is that this game is going to go over. Other than that, I don't know what the hell is going to happen in this game. So
funny enough, I have this game going under. I actually really thought about your rookie quarterback narrative, and then I thought about what can these two teams do if the rookie quarterback isn't performing. It's either Stroud has rookie jitters on the road. I have this game going Atlanta money line under 41.5 because Atlanta is not a high scoring team. They like to run the ball, so they move the ball really slow down the field, and they're not red zone performers. They don't really do too well in the red zone. And the Houston Texans defense is actually trash against the run. From the numbers I'd seen also earlier, they're not the best against the run. So I think that we kind of have a little situation on our hands where I think that the Falcons could come out here, win the game, and the game is really low scoring. Like it's we're looking at 41 points. I'm thinking like 17-21.
Yeah, I can see that.
Atlanta way.
I can see that. Like I said, if gun to my head, if I had to choose, I'd pick the Texans. But I know because of that, the Falcons are gonna win, and they're at home, so they should. But as far as props, I want to say I have no props. I can go off of your props and see what you have, because like the usual props I'm gonna want to pick is like Nico Collins or Tank Dell receptions. Like I said, I don't like last week kind of I don't know. So I
kept this game light. If I hate the game, I have no business staying there too much. I took Ritter under 181 passing yards because I think they should run the ball more than anything. This game should be runs. They have no reason to force the ball in the air. They're not playing a prolific passing offense. They might be, but I don't think they do this week specifically because of the stigma of rookies and rookies on the road. I get it. Stroud is breaking every stigma, but that's the perfect reason for him to fumble now and be forgiven. I got Bijan Robinson over 80.5 yards because it's Bijan. The Texans' defense isn't that good. I also have Algier over 28.5 yards. And I know we've kind of been turned off by Algier. We kind of put Algier on the back burner. 28.5. Oh yeah. They're playing the Texans. If you give Algier 7 carries, which he's averaging 7 carries, he's gonna get that 28.5 against this defense. There's no way he's not. No way. I think that's actually my favorite bet on this entire slip. Besides Bijan over 15.5 rushing attempts.
Yeah.
I also wanted to put in a long shot. I don't love it, but I think Damian Pierce over 50.5 rushing yards is a good option. Primarily because you don't know. Primarily because the Falcons' run defense actually also hasn't been the best. Their corners somehow are their pressure is good. The corners are good enough, but their run defense has been kind of leaky. So I think I like Pierce over 50.5, but I wouldn't put it on multiple tickets.
Okay. Yeah, I liked all your bets. I would do the Pierce one's the only one that I would probably resist. But other than those are good bets. Like I said, I would take Tank or Nico receptions, either one.
I think Tank Dell is 3.5.
Yeah, one of them is going to get over because we've seen it at this point. CJ Stroud those is number 1 and number 2 receivers. So one of them's going to get over. But yeah, other than that, I like your bets. I would go with all of them except for Pierce. But
Pierce is a hard one to put your money on.
Yeah. I think that's it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my computer.
No, you're good. It's just a quick game. Can't really do too much about that.
Let's see. So the next game we got Carolina at Detroit.
Mhm.
We have Detroit favored at -500. This is actually our first technically blowout prediction of the week. We got Carolina +9.5, and we got the over under at 43.5. What you thinking?
So I got Detroit money line. I got over 43.5. For player props, I have Laporta over 52.5 yards. I have Thielen over 4.5 receptions.
Welcome to the team, nigga.
Yeah. I think that's it, though. I think that's it. There's other stuff, too. I know you got more stuff that I can agree with.
Give me that Laporta play again. Laporta who?
52.5 receiving yards.
2.5 receptions. Okay. Receiving yards. Sorry, not receptions. So I have Miles Sanders under 42.5 rushing yards. I have Adam Thielen over 53 receiving yards.
Yeah, I like that.
I had Jared Goff under 43.5 receiving yards.
Jared Goff.
These not the lines.
you said Jared Goff under 43.5 receiving yards.
235 receiving yards. Sorry.
Oh, passing yards.
Passing yards. Sorry.
No, you good.
I got this game also being Carolina at 9.5.
Okay.
I see Detroit coming out here and making this game real slow. They don't need to do too much. They don't need to pass the ball too much. They got their second receiving weapon back, so they kind of spread the ball a little bit more. They don't really put the ball in the air too much. They kind of leave it to their two backs to kind of get on the ground and get after it. David Montgomery should probably have a really good game this game, and so should Gibbs.
I didn't even see that +9.5, but I was too focused on the money line. But I think either one would hit.
Yeah, I like the money line. I like the money line, and the only reason I like the +9.5 is because I see Detroit I see Detroit playing this game really slow. At some point, you gotta slow down your production. You can't always try to go out there and be sledding teams out. And I want to take the under 43.5, but I wouldn't recommend it. But I would say that if you're gonna take the over under, I would take the under 43.5.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because I think this game can easily be a game that they lose by 9. Like they lose by 7 points, probably like a touchdown, and then it's like now the game's under 43.5. Let's see, 30. No, not say 30. Let's say 21 or 27 to 18, maybe.
You're funny, bro. That's like 44 though.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I'm trying to get the numbers right. Let's lower it by 2 each. So let's say 25, 24. 25, 14. What am I saying? 25, 14. All right, let's move on to the next. Yeah, you got anything else for this game?
No, I got all my shit off.
So let's say we got the next game. We got the Tennessee Titans against the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts are at home and they are not favored. Actually, the Tennessee Titans are favored at -136. The spread is +2.5 Colts, and the over/under is 42.5. This is actually the first home team to not be favored.
Whew. Well, let me just go off of memory to my app unfreezes. Colts +2.5 for sure. Okay, here we go. Colts 2.5 for sure. Where is it at? Okay, here we go. Where are my props at?
You don't like the over/under in this game?
No. Titans over/under? No. No. That's playing with bread.
I like that. I agree with the Colts plus 2.5.
I'm not gonna lie. I had Richardson anytime touchdown. I know one of these days he's gonna have to not score, but he's been scoring every game he played. So I have Richardson anytime touchdown. I also have Henry anytime touchdown.
Yep, we locked in on one, at least one of those two.
But unfortunately,
on Henry.
That's all I have for this game because this is another game where I'm scared. Because it could go either way.
I agree. I have Pittman under 60.5 receiving yards.
See, and Pittman can get over that low key.
He can, but I don't think he will. I have Josh Downs over 3.5 receptions though. I think we're gonna have a slight shift, and I also have Tajay Spears over 24.5 rushing yards. The Tajay Spears one is the one that I'm really feeling, only because the Colts defense to the run, wide open. You give Tajay Spears at least 5 carries, he gonna hit that. He gonna hit that in the first. He gonna hit that shit in the first half.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
What do I have? Jonathan Taylor he's on the prop list, so I think he's playing. He's all up and down the player props. Him and Zach Moss. I don't know how that's gonna work out, but I want to stay away from both of those for this game.
Yeah, I think Jonathan Taylor is a good avoid this week. He's a great guy to avoid this week.
Yeah. And Treylon Burks is out, so I don't really know. I was gonna go with player props, but I know those two are my player props. And plus,
I said it every week. I've said it every week. You don't need to bet on the receivers for the Titans.
Yeah.
The only nigga that if you want a long shot every week, Nene Westbrook anytime to any week. Just if you're just horny and drunk.
Yeah, that shit weird.
It's a good option.
It randomly hits. Ryan really likes that guy for whatever reason.
He's a great red zone target that's unchecked by all. No man checks that guy, and it's like Tannehill needs a safety blanket. Nene Westbrook. Okay, we got the New York Giants at Miami Dolphins.
Right.
This is actually the biggest blowout projection this week so far at minus 12.5 for the Dolphins. Favoring the Dolphins is minus 700. And we have the over under 47.5. Where are we?
They're at home too. So off Bucks, I got them money line. I got a chain anytime touchdown. I got Hill anytime touchdown. And then I have nothing else for you because I've seen two in a blowout. And I've seen that man can do one of two things. He can get like 300 yards, or he can just let Mostert and the chain just run wild. And when that happens, it's like, damn, like, I don't know what prop to take with Tua.
So the best part about what you're saying is I completely agree. And I'm glad, and I love when I think of something and then somebody else is thinking of the same thing with me. So I have Tua under 2.5 receptions, 2.5 passing touchdowns.
Okay.
Because I think Tua throws 2. 1 to Waddle, 1 to Hill.
Not one to Claypool?
Claypool shouldn't be even playing. You know, I told you, Claypool's a dumbass. Claypool's a full-fledged dumbass. There's no way he knows the playbook. It's not even possible, bro. You say you got an anytime tough for A-Chain?
Yeah.
A-Chan. Anytime to I have an anytime tough for Tyreek Hill because I have to. I think Tyreek Hill has a quota to meet. And I don't think that they're gonna meet the quota that Tyreek Hill's looking for if they don't start passing him the ball more. I have an anytime tug for Jalen Waddle. I think this is Jalen Waddle's bounce back game. I'm seeing 6 receptions, 8 targets. Fuck his yards.
That's crazy. They got Barkley up here. They think Barkley playing?
Quan's supposed to be playing, but I don't want nothing to do with that. I want nothing to do that. I think Tyreek Hill gets 3 receptions, 110 yards. So I have Tyreek Hill over 92.5 yards. But I have Tua under 283.5
Okay.
passing yards. Yeah, I don't see this being a big passing game. I don't see a reason for it to be a big passing game for him.
Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna go blowout bump for this one.
Okay.
That's all I got. And I got the Miami money line. And yeah, I think the Giants have to come out swinging this game, though. I don't think they go down. This is like the Giants' last chance to prove they're still a team.
That's funny.
Like,
That's a funny way to put it. But yeah, you're right about what you're saying. You're right about.
That's why I don't do division commodity. Like camaraderie, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is an easy bet or win or whatever you want to call it. I liked.
Oh, I think so too.
Yeah.
But you never corner a wounded lion.
That's crazy.
That's the phrase. Or in this case, corner a cat. Another nasty game that I'm actually not super in love with is Baltimore Ravens against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
We have Baltimore favored at -4.5.
Mm-hmm.
Money line -210, and the over under is 38.
You know I love this game. You know I'm riding for, not with, not on. Riding for Lamar Jackson.
Tread lightly.
So I'm taking the -4.5 easily, or the money line, whichever one you feeling easier about for the Ravens. The over under, I would stay away from it. If I gotta choose one, I'm gonna choose under, but I'm gonna stay away from it.
Oh man,
you
don't like
what you got?
My fault. I don't like this game at all. Like,
yeah, I know.
Mike Tomlin not gonna come on and let himself get slutted out by the Ravens.
I got Zay Flowers over 3.5 receptions. I got Mark Andrews over 3.5 receptions, and that's all I have.
Slow down. Let me get this down paper. Zay Flowers over 3.5 receptions.
Yeah.
Mark Andrews
Same thing.
over 3.5.
And then that's all I had. But if you feeling froggy, Lamar Jackson anytime touchdown.
Yeah, I mean they're still doing that thing with the backs, but don't they have a isn't there a baby? Isn't Keontae?
Yeah, he's coming back.
Keaton?
Yeah, Keaton, he's coming back, but we got to see it first, man.
Yeah. I can agree with that. Okay, like I said, I don't want anything to do with this game. I'm low key not trusting anything about this game. I never can trust the Ravens spread or money line. It just doesn't seem like something I should do. I think they lost to the Texans earlier this year, if I'm remembering. So it's like sometimes you just gotta. I can understand the money line, but not against Mike Tomlin. Not in what is actually a true rivalry. I'll pass.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any player props I like? None that I can immediately think of. Naturally, I want to go find George Pickens receptions, but that's been looking a little nasty as of late. So if I wouldn't take his receptions, I would probably take his yards, which is 46.5. And it's like I don't think the Ravens have a corner that can technically stop George Pickens from getting that. So that's it. And naturally, every week we have to take Allen Robinson's under 25.5. Take the under on Allen Robinson's receiving yards. I'm just gonna write that down.
One of these days, you're gonna go for 100 yards, bro.
Okay, and then I'll take it again the next week. Like I know it one off when I see it. Like, so what is that over 46.5? They ban me on Pickens because I'm thinking Pickens gonna drop 56 yards this week. 56 yards on what should be 4 receptions. Odell Beckham over 22.5 yards. Oh man, that's tempting.
Bateman over 17.5.
No, I'm good.
I know.
I'm good over that. Off that, like
I'm doing
Pickens to get 4 receptions. Nah, let me not dwell where I don't belong.
I'm doing the most
let
right
me
now.
not dwell. Yeah. Let's keep this game simple. The next game we got the New Orleans Saints against the New England Patriots.
Let's see.
The Patriots are favored at -116. The spread is -1, and the over/under is 39.5. This is the nastiest game on the slate. It's the nastiest not because it's hard to call. It's the nastiest because Vegas don't even know what the fuck's going on. This game all depends on if Derek Carr is healthy, if Derek Carr is playing, and Bill Belichick is not going 1-4. I don't see them beating. I don't see the Saints winning this game. Not the way they've been playing. I see the Patriots coming out there and just winning. They don't do anything special. They just win.
I agree. I had the Patriots down -1.
Yep. Patriots -1, and I like that. I like that. Don't be pussy. Don't go out here and take Patriots money line. Take them extra 8 points you can get. Take that and take the -1 because there's no real difference. If the Patriots are gonna win, they're gonna get at least -1. If it hits, they default. They give you back your bread, and you're gonna be like, "Why not just take the money line?" And I got this game being under 39.5 because ain't nobody on this team with Derek Carr, especially if Derek Carr is not playing. Olaf's in hell. I
think I got some props though. I got Kamara over 4.5. I got my.
Let me put a asterisk on all these. If Derek Carr is playing, yes. If Jameis Winston is playing, I'm not feeling Kamara's 4.5. I know. Derek Carr don't know what a check down is. Like, so just make sure y'all know that. If Derek Carr is playing,
Winston's like Hurts. If it's two quarterbacks that don't check down to their running backs, it's Hurts, it's Winston. Yep. It's like they don't know they got running back. Shit, it might be every black quarterback in the league. Like, Lamar don't do that shit either, bro. Like,
okay.
That's why I was so shocked that Melvin Gordon got a catch last game. Nigga ran like 30 yards after that catch. Like, damn, they do that here. Like,
well, I say Melvin Gordon. He might even know Melvin Gordon was on the team, bro. Nigga just happy to see him.
He saw the dress. He thought it was Hollywood Brown again.
Oh, I missed that little combination. It sucked when it was there, but it was nice to see sometimes. Deep passes that Hollywood was dropping like shit.
Yeah, that was crazy.
This is MT over how much?
4.5.
Yeah.
And Kamara over 4.5. Olaf, I didn't have Olaf for my. Okay. I just had Kamara and Michael Thomas. Olaf thing, I saw what happened last week, so.
I want to point out, I don't think Michael Thomas hit his player prop last week.
He didn't?
Nope.
He had 4 receptions or 5 receptions last week.
I think he had 4 receptions.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he had 4 at the half, and then he didn't catch not one more pass, which is crazy because they lost, right? Did they lose? Yeah, it was crazy because they lost. They might
have gotten blown out. Actually,
They did. They lost by like 20 points. So why didn't he catch the ball again? It's like
because Kamara had 13 receptions.
Yeah, that's right. Because Derek Carr was out of his fucking mind. That's why. Or whoever.
Like the painkillers kicked in at halftime, and that nigga could only see one man. Yeah, but I'm good off this game. I don't want Ramondre Stevenson's anything. I don't want anybody's anything, to be honest. If Derek Carr is playing, I might want the under on his passing yards, or Derek Carr anytime interception, but I'll write that down. That's gonna be my last thing. Derek Carr anytime. Well, all right, you get off this game?
Yeah.
Ooh, let's see. Is that it for the 1 o'clocks?
I think so. If I'm not mistaken.
Whoa, that's tough. Okay, we're gonna cut this video off here right now. We're gonna be back to you and literally hop on to the next video. The link is gonna be right there somewhere about, I think, here-ish. Now, why are my fingers pointing the wrong way? Here-ish. You're gonna see the link to the next video where we cover the 4 o'clock window. We're going through all 4 games, including the night game on Sunday. Make sure to like and subscribe. Follow us. Join us on the next video. We're going to get this money together. Them football guys, we'll see you in a couple.